All right, so we're diving deep today,
Yeah.
and it's into the world of this kind of mysterious musician who goes by Shadowsphere.
Shadowsphere, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking specifically at their YouTube channel, right?
Right.
We're going to try to sort of unpack the narratives and the feelings in their songs, and we're focusing on the lyrics of two songs, Red String and their cover, a male cover of So Long London.
Interesting choices.
Yeah, and the cool thing is we've only got their YouTube presence and the lyrics themselves to work
It's
with,
not limited, yeah.
but that makes it kind of more fun, I think.
For sure, it's like a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
You got to piece together who they are through what they choose to share,
Exactly.
which in this case is just the music.
Yeah, so Shadowsphere, we know they're a musician.
Right.
We don't know anything else really.
Not really, no. They keep things pretty private.
Yeah, it's just share their songs on YouTube.
That's it. YouTube's their platform, their stage.
It's interesting though to choose to stay anonymous like that,
Oh, absolutely.
in a time when everyone's, putting themselves out there so much.
Right. It's like it's a statement in itself
It is.
to be invisible in a way.
Yeah, and using YouTube as their kind of like their voice, you know?
It's like a very public diary, maybe.
Yeah.
All the emotion, none of the like personal baggage,
Right.
or at least none that we know of.
Yeah, and as listeners, it makes us focus entirely on their art.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Yeah.
no distractions.
That's no goss.
No backstory to color our interpretation, just the raw music.
Right.
And I think that's really powerful.
I think so too. So let's jump into Red String.
All right, let's do it.
Right away from the get-go, you get this sense of fading love,
Oh, yeah.
We were echoes in the willow wind, shadows in the night, dandelion wishes sent up to a quiet sky.
So evocative.
It's very sort of dreamlike.
It is. It's so delicate.
Yeah, but also like it's already slipping away.
Yeah, it's a love that's kind of ephemeral,
Yeah.
already fading, like you said.
What's interesting to me is like that contrast you get right away. You
Yeah.
have these like, echoes, shadows.
Fleeting wishes.
Yeah, these fleeting things.
Right.
But then you traced a name into my skin, letters made of gold.
Ah, there's that intensity.
Right, which is like a very tangible, like meant to be permanent thing.
Yeah, it's like a marking,
Yeah.
Something meant to last.
And yet like it's surrounded by these images of things that disappear.
Right.
So it makes you wonder about, how even those potent moments.
The early ones.
Yeah.
How time can just wear them down.
Yeah, and then it hits you, the line, but time is cruel to silver things, and hands forget their hold.
This is so true, isn't it?
Like that's a truth about relationships,
It is. It's universal.
That initial like spark, it can fade.
It can.
And then the closeness, the physical closeness can even fade too.
Yeah, it's like you grow apart almost physically.
Yeah. And then we get this river image, right?
Oh, the river, yeah.
The river still hums our old refrain, but the water won't carry what won't remain.
Oh, I love that line.
It's like the past is always there.
Like a ghost
Yeah.
or an echo.
But you can't go back,
It's gone.
You can't recapture what's lost.
No, it's like you're trying to hold water in your hands.
Yeah.
It just slips through.
Does that river metaphor, like what does that make you think of in terms of memory and relationships?
Well, I think the river represents time,
Time, yeah.
this constant force moving forward.
Moving forward, yeah.
And it takes with it what's not meant to be.
It's not viable, yeah.
So, but the echoes stay behind, right?
Yeah.
Like the old refrain in the song.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You remember the feeling? Maybe?
Yeah.
But the actual experience is gone.
And then there's this line, I found you where the autumn fell,
Oh, yeah.
but you had learned to love farewell.
Interesting.
Autumn being, symbolic of endings.
Right, of letting go.
Yeah. What does that tell us about, like, how they approached the relationship from the start?
Well, it sounds like maybe they were different from the beginning.
Different, yeah.
One found love in a season of decline, almost,
Yep.
and the other was ready for goodbye, it seems.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe parting was always going to happen.
It was inevitable, yeah. And then we get to what I think is like the central image of the song.
Oh, which one?
The red string of fade tightens like ivy, soft as a whisper, sharp as a wire.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
It's so contradictory, the imagery.
It is.
Something soft like ivy, like a whisper.
Right.
But then it's it's also constricting. It's painful.
Yeah, it's like deceptive. It
Mhm.
lures you in with softness,
Yeah.
and then it traps you.
What about the red string of fade? Like, what layers do you see in that metaphor?
Well, the red string, I think, that's a reference to, like, the East Asian idea of, destined lovers.
Oh, okay.
But here, it's twisted, right?
Yeah.
It's not a red string of love, it's a red string of fade.
The fade.
So it's like, maybe they were destined to drift apart.
Interesting.
And the ivy, it's brilliant because ivy can be beautiful.
It can be, yeah.
But it can also totally take over,
Yeah.
Smother everything.
Become invasive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that line, soft as a whisper, sharp as a wire, I mean, that captures it perfectly.
It does.
That feeling of, like, a relationship falling apart.
Yeah.
Slowly, almost gently, but then it cuts you.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced a connection that was like that?
Oh, yeah.
Where it felt harmless at first?
Harmless, even good,
Yeah.
and then suddenly you're bound to it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to break free.
And then we get to this feeling of like unrequited love.
Unrequited, yeah.
I gave you the stars. You swallowed the silence, left me unraveling under a fire.
That's a tough one.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's like so much given
Yeah.
and nothing in return.
And then unraveling under a fire. That's such a vivid image
It is.
of pain.
Emotional pain, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's contrasted with silence, with coldness.
Yeah. It's like, did the other person even realize what was being offered?
It makes you wonder.
Yeah. And then the speaker talks about fate, right?
Fate, yeah.
The resting of fate chokes me, but never holds you.
Oh, that's powerful.
Like they're trapped.
Trapped by destiny.
Yeah, but the other person isn't.
Right. They're free.
So it's very uneven.
It's highlighting the power dynamic,
Yeah.
or the lack of it for the speaker.
Right. They're the one who's suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's this almost this longing,
Oh, yeah.
Your voice. This was a songbird behind iron gates. A dream I could touch, but never could wake.
Ah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's like there was potential,
So much potential.
but it was always out of reach.
Yeah, like a beautiful bird in a cage.
Yeah. It can't really sing
No.
or be free.
And it's a dream that can't come true.
Yeah. It's sad.
It is.
But then despite all that, the pain, there's this decision
What decision?
to let go, but it's almost violent.
Oh, how so?
So I'll take the blade, sever the tether, scatter the ashes, let go of forever.
It's decisive, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like they have to do it to survive.
Like cutting off a limb to save the body.
Yeah. What do you make of that, those images, the blade, the ashes?
Well, they all represent an ending, right?
They do, yeah.
But a very deliberate one.
Yeah.
It's not fading away, it's choosing to break free.
Yeah. It's powerful.
And I think it speaks to the idea that sometimes to heal, you have to make a clean break.
Yeah, you can't linger.
No.
And then the song ends on this repeated line, right? What line? The red string of faith was never that strong.
If that's true.
Never that strong.
Almost like they're trying to convince themselves.
Yeah, what's the impact of that repetition for you?
It's final.
It is, yeah.
Like the illusion is shattered.
Yeah,
That red string of faith, it just snaps.
yeah,
And they're left with the truth.
yeah. It's heartbreaking, but there's also acceptance there.
There is, yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to So Long London,
All right. The cover.
the male cover.
Yeah.
Even though it's a cover, it still tells us something about Shadowsphere.
Right. It shows us what resonates with them.
Yeah, and right away we get these, like, huge acts of sacrifice.
Huge, yeah.
I gave up the crown, laid my kingdom to waste, burned all my maps just to follow your trace,
Whoa.
carved my own coffin from wood of the bridges I crossed, fought through the storm with your name on my lips, weathered the silence, the cold of your grip, bled myself empty.
That's a lot.
It is. It's self-destruction for love.
Yeah. It's almost like self-immolation,
Yeah.
giving everything up.
And carved my own coffin and bled myself empty. Like, those are such strong images.
They are. It's hyperbolic, but it gets the point across.
Yeah, but it makes you wonder, like, can that kind of love, can it ever be healthy?
It's a good question.
To give up so much of yourself.
Yeah, to completely lose yourself in someone else.
Yeah, and then, after all that, he says, but love was a war I had lost.
Wow.
It's like all that effort, and for what?
It was futile.
Huh. Yeah, what do you think about that war metaphor?
I think it shows that no matter what he did, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
He was fighting a losing battle from the start.
Yeah, and then there's this line, thinking, how much sad did you think I had?
Huh.
Did you think I had in me? Oh, the tragedy.
It's like he's almost mocking the other person's perception.
Yeah, or maybe their lack of understanding.
Yeah, like they underestimated him.
Yeah, what do you think that says about their relationship?
I think there was a real disconnect emotionally.
Yeah, disconnect, yeah.
He's not just sad, he's hurt that they didn't see his sadness.
Or that they didn't care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he just comes out and says it gave you devotion. You gave me mistrust.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, it's brutal.
But honest.
Yeah, what is that directness, like what does that tell you?
I think it shows how deep the betrayal cut.
Yeah.
It was the core of their problems, this lack of trust.
Yeah, and it leads into this idea that love shouldn't have to beg.
Right.
Called it devotion, called it my fate. But love isn't love when it begs at the gate.
It's like he's realizing his own worth.
Yeah.
That love shouldn't be this constant struggle.
Yeah, and begging at the gate, that's such a demeaning image.
It is.
What do you make of that?
I think it shows how unbalanced the relationship was.
Yeah.
He was giving and she wasn't meeting him halfway.
Yeah, it's not equal.
Not at all.
And then he talks about unspoken words, things left unsaid.
Oh.
And I'm haunted by all of the words you refuse to say.
That can be so hard to deal with.
It can be, yeah.
And not knowing.
Yeah, the lack of closure.
Exactly.
Do you think unspoken words, do they often lead to, lasting heartache?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They leave these open wounds,
Yeah.
No chance to heal properly.
And then there's this part where he flips the script about the breakup.
Oh, yeah. How so?
He says, and you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it.
That's interesting.
He's not the one who left?
He's saying he was committed till the end.
Yeah.
It's like he's reclaiming the narrative.
Yeah.
He's not the villain in his own story.
Yeah. What do you think that says about, how he's dealing with the breakup?
I think it shows he's starting to heal.
Yeah.
He's not blaming himself anymore.
And then he really gets into, the emotional toll it took on him, right?
Yeah, it gets pretty raw.
It isn't right to be scared every day to lose your love of Bear. Every breath feels like rarest air when you're not sure if she wants to be there.
Yeah, it's that constant anxiety,
Yeah.
never knowing where you stand.
It's exhausting.
It is. It wears you down.
Have you ever felt that, that constant fear of losing someone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling.
No, it's like walking on eggshells all the time.
Yeah.
Afraid to say or do the wrong thing.
Yeah, and then he has this realization, right?
What realization?
Just how low did you think I'd go for? I'd self-implode I'd have to go be free.
It's like a breaking point.
Yeah.
He's realizing that staying would destroy him.
What do you think self-implode means in this context?
I think it means all the pressure, the stress is building up inside and he was about to burst.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
No.
And then these lines are just so sad,
Which ones?
You whispered of love, but your hands never stayed. I stood at the altar and still wasn't saved. Offered my soul, but you needed a ghost to adore.
Oh, yeah.
She's not capable of real love.
It seems that way.
Or real intimacy.
Yeah, there's a mismatch in their needs.
Yeah, what about that contrast between words and actions?
Well, it shows that words are empty without actions.
Yeah?
She might have said, I love you, but she wasn't there for him.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
I needed a ghost to adore, it's so haunting.
It is. It's like she wanted an idealized version of him.
Yeah.
Not the real him.
Yeah, not the messy, complicated human being.
Right.
But then there's a shift towards healing, right?
Oh, good.
Now color returns like a dawn breaking through.
Right.
And I curse every shadow that still looks like you.
There's hope there.
Yeah, but also anger.
Resentment. Yeah.
Is that realistic for healing, do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not a straight line, healing.
Yeah, you don't just magically get over it.
No, it's messy.
Yeah.
There are setbacks.
Yeah.
You feel good one day, and then the next, you're angry all over again.
Yeah, and he ends the song with this powerful statement, but I'm done being somebody's martyr for nothing more.
I love that.
It's about self-respect,
It is.
What do you think about the word martyr there?
It's strong.
Yeah.
It shows how much he sacrificed.
Yeah, and for no reward.
Exactly.
And done, that's so final.
It is. He's reclaiming his power.
Yeah, and then there's that series of phrases at the very end, right?
Oh, yeah.
So long done, stitches undone, 2 graves, 1 gun, You find someone, I, I'm not the one.
Yeah, so repetitive.
It's almost like an incantation.
It is.
What do you think they all mean together?
I think they're all about closure.
Closure, yeah.
Ending things for good.
So we have these two songs, Red String
Mm-hmm.
and So Long London.
Very different vibes.
A Red String is like this slow fade.
Melancholy.
Yeah.
Acceptance.
So Long London is much more explosive. Yeah. Angry. But they both end in kind of a similar place, right?
I think so, yeah.
With this sense of moving on.
Yeah, finding peace.
But in different ways.
Different paths to the same destination.
Yeah. What do you think is the connecting thread between them?
I think they're both about the end of love.
Yeah, the end of love. Yeah.
And the pain that comes with it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's all from this anonymous artist on YouTube.
It is. It makes you wonder who they are.
It does.
But it also shows how powerful music can be to connect with people, even when you don't know the artist.
Yeah, it's about the emotions, the shared human experience.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Shadowsphere, I'm left thinking about a few things.
Like what?
Well, what parts of these songs really hit you?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
The red string imagery, definitely.
Yeah.
And that line about the songbird in a cage, that really got to me.
Yeah, that one's rough.
It is.
And for you, listening, how do these songs, these anonymous creations, how do they make you think about your own experiences with love and loss?
It's worth pondering.